Hello there, and welcome back to Super Metroid. In the last video, we explored basically all of Norfair that we can right now. So we're gonna go ahead and head back up, and my plan is basically to do some cleanup in Brinstar, and then forgot I had the wave beam. Or I didn't expect that shot to hit him. And then head east of the starting area. There's a lot that we can do over there now. That's the next obvious place to go, since we've explored Brinstar and Norfair pretty well. Obviously, we didn't fight the boss in Norfair, who obviously is Ridley, since we saw his lair. But we did make good progress through Norfair. And there's actually a couple... Okay, I'm gonna show a thing real quick here. There's an area up here! But we can't go this way. And this has been open this whole time. It's never closed. I just didn't think to pop up there before. Obviously, that's a part of Meridia, just like this area is, as I pointed out before. And actually, there is a thing we can do here, and... I'm gonna do it. You can use the power bombs to break this open, which technically means you can access Meridia, but not really, since... like I said before, it's full of water, and we can't go higher up in water. So we can't actually go up here, but we can go down, but it doesn't lead to much. God, you're so slow, and this is underwater too. It's an underwater save room, which feels really weird. Still works though. Good thing it's watertight, I guess. But there's not much reason to do this right now. I just kind of wanted to show it off. I didn't actually intend to. I was planning to just mention that and not do it. But I realized that we're probably going to get back here through Meridia before we head back to Norfair from this path. So I'm not really worried about that getting in the way. But yeah, I don't think there's anything else we can do in Norfair. There is some stuff we can do in Brinstar, like I said. I intend to do some cleanup. We can go left there. We can do this stuff to the right over there. We can go back here now. There's a bunch of little things we can do. Now that we have the wave beam, we can head back to the starting area in Brinstar. It's blocked by a one-way door, and the purpose is to not let you back into Brinstar until you get the wave beam, which I think is actually a little weird and kind of sucks, because it basically means they intend... I forget I had to break this. It basically means they intend for you to go around, get the grapple beam, then get the wave beam before heading back, and it's just kind of annoying to not be able to go back. This area is annoying too. Like before, these guys will make the screen dark if you kill them, so you don't really want to. And you can get through here without the grapple beam, but this is an area where I do always use it. And I actually, in my SMZ3 playthrough that I was doing on stream, that I think I will continue this Friday, I could go over here to get an item, which it's a randomizer, so I don't know what it is. It could be something really useful. But I don't have the grapple beam, and I don't want to tank hits through the spikes that are below the grapple blocks there. I realize I didn't show that well. I'll try to show it on the way back. But here, we got the X-ray scope, a unique item that's not in any other game. You can see the reality of the blocks around you. You can see this block is breakable, and all of these are pass-through. And obviously, if this wasn't here, we'd be able to see that it... If this wasn't already revealed, we'd be able to see that it's a fall-through. A pitfall block, as they're called later. And this is actually really cool. You can see Samus turning her head to look around. Very cool detail. This is an underappreciated item, I'd say. Most people don't particularly care about it. It's useful, particularly if you're not an expert, if you haven't played the game that much. But obviously, once you have played it a bunch, it's not very helpful once you know all the secrets. Which, admittedly, it takes quite a while to get to know all of the secrets. Going down there was a bad idea. The spikes actually do quite a bit of damage. So you want to be cautious about them. Don't... Like, if you need to, choose to hit an enemy before hitting spikes. That's my recommendation. I have died in this room many times when I feel like I shouldn't have. Because I've just been careless. It is actually, I think, one of the most dangerous rooms in the game. Just because it's so... Like, it feels kind of unassuming, just by being full of spikes, I guess. But for me, at least, I never expect it to be as dangerous as it is. This guy always drops a power bomb, by the way, which is very nice, because it means you're guaranteed to be able to go in there. Now, there's a few ways we could go here. Obviously, we can head up here, and I do want to, but I think... I'm debating, because going up there is where I want to go to, basically. Obviously, it's going back to criteria, but there's still a bunch of stuff to the left here, and I'm debating how I want to do both of those things. I think I'm gonna go left first. Yeah. We will go up that way, from this way. But I'm gonna do this first. Obviously, there's no set order in when you have to do anything. Oh, a cool thing that I actually didn't think to show. I don't think I showed it yet. Maybe I did. You can mock ball with the speed booster, and it will make the ball blue. The morph ball will maintain the blue of the speed booster. It's really fun. Yeah, I did, because I showed that when I got the speed booster. Yeah, totally. I apologize that I'm, as always, my memory is not perfect. I'm really good at remembering some things. I was just talking to my girlfriend about this earlier today. That, like, she said that I have better memory than her. And while, like, maybe generally, yeah, but it depends. I do not always have great memory with things. I think, particularly good at remembering, like... I'm trying to think... I don't know terminology very well. I actually don't want to go this way. I gotta kill these guys first, so I guess I'm doing... I guess I'll go ahead and do this real quick. It's not gonna take very long. I just sort of went against what I just said. There's a powerbomb tank here. Obviously, you'll collect more powerbomb tanks, just like super missiles and missiles. Obviously, the totals... I'm sorry, I keep saying obviously, and it's annoying me. The totals are lower for power bombs and super missiles than normal missiles, but you'll still get way more than you need. I refuse to break that block, or at least to go that way. But, like, I'm not particularly good at recall memory, just, like, sort of plucking things out of thin air. If I have a good prompt, then I'm usually pretty good at remembering things. I'm generally pretty consistent about being able to remember if someone has mentioned a thing to me. But that does not mean I'm always good at knowing, like, remembering the details of things. I often am not. Yeah, I didn't show that earlier because I couldn't get in there without super missiles. But yeah, use the speed boost to get in here. And then this is a thing that you're kind of intended to use a later item with, but you don't need to if I can do it. I can do it this way, right? Just like run and jump. That should work. Oh, it will work, but it's not that simple. Ugh. I take it back. I'm gonna do this later. I do not have the health for this. I have 2 reserve tanks, but they're not both full. Oh, they are. Yeah, I don't want to... Yeah, I'll do this. I am so unsure what I want to do here, but I was scared because I was low on health, but I'll be fine. Right, it's not gonna kill me, so it's not gonna use my reserve tank either. How do I... Oh, I have to set it to manual first, and then select the reserve tanks. And it will use all of them at once. You can't use just one. Oh, this is so risky. I should not have wasted my time by coming back down here. Because now I'm down to that. I should be okay. And if I die, then I'll just fast forward to getting back here. Oh, almost. Oh, the spikes are dangerous. If I mess it up again, I will probably come back. Oh, I'm so... Suddenly this has gotten messy. Like, I want to get this now, since I came in this way. I'm forgetting how to do it. I don't remember how I usually do this. I don't think this is... No, I think this is what I usually do. What I want to do is that. Yeah! Wall jump off of an invisible block to get up here. And this is a room that I mentioned in the first video. There's a missile tank. But wait, there's more! Yeah, this is the Billy Mays room. I don't know how common that name is for it, but that's what I've heard. And it's funny, so I remembered it. I didn't remember that's what was at the end here. I thought it was something more substantial. That's a bit disappointing. But if I use the X-ray scope, you can see that there's invisible blocks here. You're expected to get a thing to let you get through the water easier, which I actually mentioned in my Metroid 2 series. But I'll hold off on mentioning it here until we get it, just because that's how I feel like doing things. I want to see if I can get some health from this dude, though. Yeah, nice, a little bit. So now I'm gonna head back to the left, and then do some more cleanup back. I'll get back to the starting area in Brinstar, and I'll head back up and around through this elevator, and then I'll go back and go up. This is definitely not the ideal way to do this. Oh, do they not respawn? No, they do. There's just not one in there. It's good to use super missiles against them, because they deal a lot of damage. Super missiles are very powerful. Oh my god, I didn't realize there was 3 of them. Shit. Well then, I gotta be careful. Great. I'm not exactly known for being careful. Oh, although... is there a recharge station nearby? No, it's way back there. I should have taken that. I literally just walked past that for no reason. If I die, I'll do that. No, I don't need to equip that. I do now, though. Only having 2, though. It's fine, I'll be able to get out. Oh, I'm so nervous now. Goddamn. This is another thing that you're expected to have a specific thing for this. The same thing lets you get around water. But you actually do have the run-up to do this. It's obvious what I'm trying to do here. If you're just holding the run button, you do not have the space to build that up. Oh, you do! Oh, that's a bad idea. I don't have the health for that. I mean, it's not going to kill me, but that just wasted some health. I am going about this in the worst possible way. It's fine. I'll stop bitching about it. I'm just nervous. But I guess I mostly said what I was thinking of with memory. I'm not necessarily, always great about memory. But, with some things, I tend to be pretty good. Yeah, actually, I'll just grind here real quick. So, I might be here for a bit. One thing you can actually do is pause and turn off the charge beam That way you can just hold the shoot button. And it is generally fast enough that it'll still work. So I'm going to go ahead and just sit here and grind for a bit. I will see you back. If I think of something interesting to say, I'll keep that, obviously, but otherwise... Okay, I guess I'm back. I'm not getting any power bombs for some reason. I don't know why. I guess I'll go this way first. I can get the other stuff on the way back. I guess, but it's not. The ice missiles, ice beams are pretty good. That's another door you want to break as soon as you can, because otherwise it'll be locked when you come back through. Because of the way the doors work again. I explained that in the first episode. What is in here? Energy tank. I wasted all that time grinding. Well, kind of. I was expecting to get, like, power bombs, but I got one, I think? Oh. I should have gone back to Kraid's lair. I forgot about the thing I always forget about, and now I am nervous that I'll forget about it again. You might notice that oh, he did hurt me. I was going to compliment this game for not doing the same thing the first game did. But no, I took damage from going through a door with an enemy just like the first game, so. Compliment rescinded. Oh, come on, I want power bombs. That's like one of the main, that's like the main thing that I can do in this area that I couldn't do before. Whatever, I guess I'll come back for that too. Yeah, it's fine. I'm just gonna head back this way right now. I don't know why the dudes from the pipes don't give you power bombs, or I could have sworn they did, so I'm a bit confused. What? This is a common thing where you're gonna run back through here and break through. You're like, but why? Why'd I fall? And you go over here. You see this dude? He's called a Decora. That's his species. He runs. He uses Shine Spark. Teaches it to you. That's how the game teaches you the Shine Spark. And you can actually do something kind of cool here. Here is, I say he, it's she, because here's her egg. But what I actually want to do is this, right? Ah, no. You can actually break the Decora free. Because obviously it's trying to escape, but for whatever reason, its Shine Sparks won't break the speed booster blocks. I'm gonna go this way first, because it's a dead end. Energy refill, cool. I'll get my reserve tanks back, although they were already full, I think. Yeah, so what I want to do is break the center just a little before he comes through. Too early. I might have to fast forward this. It usually takes me a couple tries. This is not an intended thing. It's just a cool little thing you can do. Oh, too early. Just a little bit. Once he runs all the way to the left, you go to the right. You wait a sec, and then go. Oh, I didn't get both blocks. Also, I think I might have been too late anyway. I forget that he holds it. So I'm actually gonna... I think I did it. Oh, yeah! And he basically just runs from the left, stops, Shine Sparks up. And he'll just do that forever. Let me clear this space, because he will run along this way. if I clear the space for him. Does he need 2 blocks? He needs 3. If I had power bombs, I could clear them all at once, but it's fine. Come on. These don't respawn, so you don't have to really worry about them coming back. I don't think they respawn, at least. You know, he'll run... Does he go all the way to the left? How far left does he go? Yeah, he just runs all the way to the left until he can't anymore, which is the door. What happens if the door's open? Oh, he just goes there. And then he goes over. Oh, did I just trap him again? No, I didn't. It's interesting. I go to the far right, then I don't have to worry about knocking it back down. Oh shit! Losing all my health like an idiot. But yeah, he'll just run as far left as he can, and then run all the way to the right until he's on that. Oh wait, is he not even making it all the way anymore? He's getting caught on that! Crazy! Okay, now he should be able to make it all the way through, I think. Yeah. So his animation is just run left until you can't, then turn around, run all the way over here until he hits this X position, and then Shine Spark up. And so he'll still do that even though he's up here. Which obviously doesn't make logical sense anymore, because he's trying to escape originally. God, I can go down from here! I want power bombs! Give me power bombs! I'm so whiny, but I want power bombs because I can't do all the things. My plan was to head up and go to the ship to refill, and I guess I still will. I'll just take the long way back, because things have not worked out in my favor. Over here is where we got super missiles by using the Mach Ball. To the left is just missile refill, which unfortunately doesn't fill your power bombs. So I guess we're heading back to Criteria. This episode is messy, and I'm sorry for that. I expected to make a lot more forward progress. I still got time left, and this video is going to be a little long because it's been messy. But I still just am annoyed that progress has been so slow. Why did I do that? It's going to stop me right here. Demonstration again, I guess. It happened before. By the way, the little after images that fly off of you when you stop shine sparking, yeah, when you hit a wall, or like that, it stops you because you're low health. Those things can actually damage enemies. They are physical objects that deal damage. By the way, there is... Oh, they're powerbomb blocks. It's fine. We don't need to worry about that right now. Need power bombs for everything. Everything's getting in the way. Let's just speed boost. Just oh, I froze them so that he got in my way. Oh, I had some slowdown there. Crazy. That's not usually an issue with this game. You might remember that we can now do things over here, and I will do that in a sec. I'm gonna go refill first. I can't believe I am already down on health again. The Shine Spark deals quite a bit of damage. I forget how much it does. Because, yeah, I was at full health. Damn. Yeah, I was full health, I got an energy tank, and then another energy refill. And I still lost all my health again. Damn, man. We'll get a couple more energy tanks soon. No, I want to save. I was impatient to start running to the left, and I messed up. Oh. But I guess I'm gonna go ahead and talk a little more about what I've been doing, I guess. I mean, this is just like 12 hours later. It's 4:45 a.m. on Monday, April 3rd, 2023. I was really tired, so I just went to sleep early and got up really early. That was too far to the left. No, I made it. Cool. So I haven't, like, done much since then. I played a little bit of Fire Emblem Three Houses. I don't own the game, but my roommate does, and so she let me try a little bit on her copy. It's surprisingly different in vibe from Engage. I see, for one, Engage has a more like modern anime aesthetic compared to Three Houses, which is a little bit more Western. But also, the gameplay is also more classic in Engage. I see what people were talking about with that. I forgot to turn my charge beam back on. But I'll continue that in a sec. There's a glitch here. You want to be right about here. Hold the run button. You want to charge a shot downward. I think it's actually right here. Oh, come on. No, I think it is up here. I am sorry, I don't remember. Maybe it's closer to the middle. You release charge shot and immediately run to the right. You should hear a sound if you did it correctly. There it is. A door opens. You're like, what door? You use the shine spark right here. You actually open that door by making the wave beam like wrap around to the other side, and you can blitz through this hallway. Normally you have to stop and break each of these with morph ball bombs slowly while trying to avoid the acid down there, and it's really annoying. So you can just skip it entirely, and that's awesome. There are several rewards for doing this. One is an energy tank. And then there's also progress to the left. You can play a little smarter than this and take a little less damage. But this part, you kind of have to do this. I don't think I specifically mentioned, but a useful skill in this game is being able to morph ball mid-jump. It takes some pretty good timing. It's not hard exactly. It can be a bit tricky to do well and consistently. But it's useful to get up into areas. There's a lot of spots where, like, you don't really have the space to, like, jump and then morph ball, because you'll hit the ceiling and fall. But if you can morph ball on your way up, then you got a better shot. This is another thing that you want to be careful about. Now I'm going to break these. There are pitfall blocks here, and you want to fall in the middle. That way you can break those, get one of the missile tanks, and then go to the other side. If you fall not in the middle, then you won't be able to get to the other missile tank, and you'll have to go through that corridor twice. Which is very annoying. I'm actually gonna go back to refill my power bombs again. And yeah, there's pitfall blocks to the left, but you can also just go through here. It's possible to get up there without power bombs, and so that's why there's a pitfall over here, so you're not trapped. Yeah, just like that. I'm gonna go refill my stuff, which it's not strictly necessary because I have 13 power bombs, but I might as well. It doesn't take that long to get back. And I'm going back this way anyway to do the thing in Old Turian. I guess I don't have to say Old Turian. You can just say Turian. Because yeah, it's Turian from Metroid 1. But I've been, like I said, I've been playing Fire Emblem Engage. Very fun. I'm enjoying it. Three Houses is interesting. I only played the prologue, and I actually got 2 of the characters killed. So great. I did totally well. But I was tired and wasn't really paying that much attention. So like, it's fine. When I actually play the game seriously, I'll be more cautious. But it was cool to see a little bit of it. I think I'm still probably going to play through Engage and then go back and play through the games in order. Since I have access to them all. Except for BS Fire Emblem, the Satellaview game, which is called BS Fire Emblem Yes, it's BS. The Satellaview is an add-on for the Super Nintendo. And the games for it are called BS, and then the title. BS stands for Broadcast Satellaview. Just not a well-thought-out thing. But yeah, the game's called BS Fire Emblem Arcania Senkihin, or like Arcania Saga or something. What I want to do is... that wasn't enough run-up. I messed up. You want to freeze these, get a good amount of run-up, and then go and Shine Spark. This, by the way, is an enormous room. This is one of the largest rooms in the game. You wouldn't really be able to tell by looking at it, but the entire space, like, we're about to go left, so it'll form a box. And the entire space in that area is filled in. Or, except for the left line there, I guess. Those 3 blocks wide and all the way up is just blank space. And the fact that this room is so big is actually useful for a glitch that I'm going to show off near the end of this run. Maybe even after it's over. I'm not going to do like a full bonus video. Nah. I might. But it'll be at the end of the run that I'll show that glitch. I don't think there's any reason to go down there because I already got that missile tank. Yeah, so I'm going to head back to the left now. Now that I have power bombs. But yeah, I have access to every Fire Emblem game except for that one. And that one, there's like no legitimate way to obtain that, period. The Satellaview games were released on a like satellite broadcast service, as you might be able to guess by the name Satellaview. It's a satellite broadcast service where you are able to, like, I don't exactly know how the technology works, but you're able to like download games from satellite at specific times, and each game had a timer for how long you could play it. And so the only like legitimate way to play those games now is to find a cartridge where the last game someone played was one of those games, and you could get the ROM off of that, which is how people have archived them. Normally, I'm not really in favor of emulation, at least not when there is a way to play something legitimately or obtain it legitimately. And I don't really feel like getting into my feelings on that because I don't feel like arguing or anything. But in this case, I think it's entirely justified because there is no legitimate way to play the game. Oh, I mentioned them on stream. I realized I did not. Earlier, I mentioned a thing we're about to see here. I realized I didn't actually show it here, so I might cut that earlier. There's another part where you can just do that. But yeah, so I'll go and I'll do the whole spiel explaining that in a sec. But so I think it's fine. I have a fan translated patch downloaded on my computer of BS Fire Emblem. And that's how I'll play that. But back to Metroid for a sec. This is obviously a callback to Metroid 1 in Ridley's Lair, I think? Yeah. There's an area that's exactly like this with fall-through blocks like this. Or fake blocks. And that's a nice callback to that. This game has wall jumps, so it's not that big a deal to get around. Yeah. Got Super Missile Tank. You're about to head around and see a new thing. Yeah, so I was just thinking about how I'm gonna cut out what I said earlier. Yeah, I know what I'll do. Sorry. With Fire Emblem though. So what I'm going to do, I also have English patches for Fire Emblem 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And I have the ability currently to play all of those. in Japanese. And the fact that they are available to me, and that's how I think, basically that's how I'm justifying emulating them, is because they are available to me. I purchased Fire Emblem. Let me just finish this thought before I talk about that. I purchased Fire Emblem Thracia 776 and and Fire Emblem Gaiden on the Wii U Virtual Console. That's Fire Emblem 2 and 5. 3 and 4, Mystery of the Emblem and Genealogy of the Holy War, are on the Super Nintendo, Nintendo Switch Online. They're in here, just in Japan only. And like, so I didn't buy them on the Virtual Console because they're available on NSO. And Fire Emblem 6, I don't currently have access to. It's coming to the GBA on NSO in Japan. But so I think it's fine. So I'm going to emulate those with fan translations so I can play them in English, basically. I hope they come out officially at some point, and I will definitely buy them if they do. But regardless, here we are. These guys are called the Etecoons. You pop in, you see them, and they pop up, and they teach you how to wall jump. They don't like explain how to actually do it, but the idea is that you can kind of figure out the wall jump from seeing them do it. And that's cool. They are called the Etecoons, and I'm going to go ahead and play the clip that I cut out earlier, because it explains a small thing. The same way the Etecoons teach you the wall jump. So the Etecoons and the Decora are collectively called the Animals, and you'll see specifically why later. So yeah, why did he go over there? I forget that they each go to a different place. One of them has trouble getting up, which I didn't entirely show, but it's fine. One of them goes in here. He hangs out. He basically shows you how to get in there to get the missile tank, or the powerbomb tank, rather. And the other two, I don't know if they just, like, fall continuously? You can go this way, but it's just fall through back, and you can't get back in here. But these are the Etecoons, yeah. It's cool that they teach you the wall jump, and the Decora teaches you Shine Spark. Two abilities that, like, are never explained to you in-game, and are never necessary, I don't think, but are very cool and very useful. It's cool. I like the idea of them being taught to her by creatures in the game. But there's a logical issue there, because Samus has these abilities in Metroid Zero Mission. So, like, it no longer entirely makes sense. But it's fine. It's still cool. And I like that they're so close to each other, actually. The Etecoon's just down there, and the Decora's right here. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I was trying to jump over it. Yeah, he's back down here, because this is where he respawns. Obviously. It's cool you can break him out, and I guess they just never thought of that. Yeah, now we can go get... I already did that. We can go this way, though. And you can just have the power bombs equipped. They don't affect you at all until you're in Morph Ball mode. But if you do that, you'll probably accidentally use them. So I don't usually. These guys, like I said, are very powerful. They die to 2 powerbomb or super missile shots, but they'll take a lot more for anything else. That right there is a super missile block. God, I'm having trouble speaking all of a sudden. You notice that all of the powerbomb tanks so far have been hidden behind things that you need powerbombs to get in, because they really don't want you to get them early. There is a way to get them early, but I don't remember how. Because you're expected to get the first one after beating Crocomire. And there is some way to circumvent that, but I'm not sure how. I might look it up and put the explanation on the screen. No, actually, I will show that later. I'll at least explain it later, but I may show it later. Because there probably are a couple sequence breaks that I might want to show off. But yeah, so this, I was actually able to do this before. I just stopped trying because I didn't want to, like, I didn't have the health for it, basically. But you can use by using the technique where you start pressing the run button a little late, you can charge a Shine Spark. You can do it with the normal, too, if you just hold the button. But it's a little easier if you wait a sec. I don't actually know how to do this consistently, because you can't use the Shine Spark in water right now. I don't know why that didn't work. I might have to fiddle here for a bit. So, might see in a bit. There we go. It's weird. You gotta, like, jump up, press the jump button, and then press forward. The exact timing of it's a little weird. There we go. Got an energy tank. We got, like, 3 or 4 in this video. Pretty cool. Let's... Yeah, I'll just head back. I could fast forward it. And I will, actually. Because there's nothing along the way that is particularly interesting or that I want to show. So I will see you back right about here. Alright, here we are. I fell down and started going downward, but it's fine. We've been up to here. We got up to the top of this area, I think, but I didn't try to get in. You don't actually need the Ice Beam to do this. It's just easier with the Ice Beam. You can just kind of go up here. And then this area has some useful stuff for us, and it will lead us to where I want to go next. I definitely could have planned out my route for this episode a little better, but... I don't know why that one has spikes and these two don't. I think it's because they're not... Oh, no, it's just because I landed in it. The spikes come out if you land in them. Yeah, that's what it is. The teeth. They're not... They're teeth. They're spikes and teeth, I guess, but they're teeth. That looks weird. Forgot I had that equipped. You press the run button, A by default. Actually, no, not by default. A is what I have it set to. Is the same button for the X-ray scope. It's weird that it's not the shoot button. I love this song. Very nice. Just like the lava in the first game, you want to wait until you're fully down. Make sure that there's not a thing here. And here we are with another power bomb tank. So many. Oh, this is the one you can get early. Yeah, because this is only blocked by a power bomb or a super missile door. You can get this power bomb early. This is the one you can come back for. Yeah. I'm gonna have several things to do because I'm gonna add a message explaining that I do this later in the video at the part where I mention that. I am so uncoordinated. It's fine. I hope it doesn't bother anyone else. I find the sort of meandering style fun. I like watching my own videos. Part of it's just because it's interesting to hear my own thought process as I'm speaking. Because normally there's not like a record of that, obviously. But also, I just enjoy the way that I speak. It's definitely not ideal for communicating complex thoughts sometimes. But I think it's satisfying the way that I sort of come around a topic, so I speak in circles in a way that I actually like, which is strange. Especially to phrase that way, it's strange. This area is a bit dangerous. I died in my stream in SMZ3. So what I recommend doing is just equipping super missiles and charging forward with them. Smashing them up. And you want to use super missiles and fall through here. Super missile, power bomb. I get the names mixed up surprisingly often, but there we go. We've gotten so many power bomb tanks. I think 35 is the max. My max might actually be 40. There's no way to tell. It doesn't. There's no way to see what your maximum is without just filling them up, which is annoying. Later Metroid games alleviate that problem. But so we're almost at the end of this video. I'm just gonna get up here, enter the new area, and then that's where we'll stop. But this has been fun, if a bit all over the place. But I'm enjoying being back to recording since it had been almost a week. I'm excited to play some more Fire Emblem Engage. I just want to unlock this door. I'm excited to play some Fire Emblem Engage after this. After this, I'm gonna edit part 2. Because it's currently Monday, and that video goes up on Monday, and I'm not done with it. That looked weird. What I recommend doing here is actually... Well, kill this guy first. I had to open this door first. Now I'll go left first because I want to show this connecting. This is cool tube here, and then you exit over here. And here we are at our ship. Might as well fill up. But after I edit part 2, I'm gonna play some Fire Emblem Engage. Or I guess wait for my roommate to leave, probably, since she's downstairs right now. Well, she might be gone by the time I finish editing. I tend to take a while. But there are a couple different ways you can progress to the left here. Obviously, you're supposed to have the speed booster to get through here. They put these here, I think, intentionally, so you can wall jump up. But speed booster to get through here. Super missile to open that door. And then there's 2 different ways to progress through this part. The way that's definitely intended is to use the grapple beam to go across a gap in the next room. But what I prefer to do is open that door, charge a Shine Spark. It's really kind of weird to manage the Shine Sparks because they don't work the way they do in later games. In every later game, the Shine Spark, you basically press a button and then choose the direction, and then you go. And that's kind of true here, but you have a very tiny window to actually pick where to go. It's actually annoying. It's just one of the things in this game that is clunky because it's the first in the series to do it. Do that, you can get this missile tank on the way, and get into here. There is water all along the bottom there, as you can see. Eventually I'll pop down there probably so you can see it. But I don't want to fall in there now, because to get across you need to use the grapple beam, unless you do that Shine Spark trick. And those blocks will fall apart. They break after you use them. Like you use them for a couple seconds and they shatter. That can be annoying to get across, actually. And you enter this area, which is still just part of Criteria, but you might notice it says wrecked ship over here. That is the next area we'll be going to. And I'm going to go ahead and get up to the entrance. But first, I want to go in here. And you can't bomb jump, but you can jump and morph ball to get in here. To get a missile tank. We have so many missile tanks. I think that is full, because I don't think I used any on the way in here. So we have 140, and then 20, and then 35. That's not bad. There's still quite a number left. So you can see a little bit of Samus peeking through there. But there's just water down there, nothing to get in the bottom right. What you can do, though, is there's just enough room here to build up a Shine Spark. Especially if you come from the previous room. But that's kind of annoying. I think there's enough space within there Let's see if I got this here. Yeah! You can get all the way to the door that itches the area. Very cool, rather than having to swing across. We have now entered the wrecked ship. And this is where we're going to end this video, with this ominous music and room. So I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.